All right, we are now online. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Caleb, the DM. This is the Chaotic Neutral podcast, our very first episode. So if it sucks, we're sorry, but it should
We're
be.
not
Blame
sorry.
Caleb.
We're totally
Yeah,
not
blame
sorry.
me, blame me, the DM. Uh, so I'm here with. We'll start with Shane.
Hey, how's everybody doing? My name's Shane. I'll be playing Bert the Warlock. Yeah, Bert.
Bert.
Suck it. That's his name. I'm not changing it.
And then there's David, also known as Silent Dave.
I'll be playing Kai the Smith,
And
little wood elf.
And finally, we have Amy.
Hi, I'm Amy. I'll be playing Kiki, the pain in the ass rogue. Sorry, guys.
I should probably put a nameplate up for her. K-I-K-I?
It's
Yes,
very
sir.
confusing.
All right. So, can you guys see where I
Oh,
just
shit, I can see it now. I did. Right when you did that, it just magically appeared everywhere.
It actually
Because I was
worked.
pinging. I was pinging as I said that, so...
It was planned. Okay.
All right. So, the three of you spent the last night doing whatever it is you would normally be doing. And
Oh, that's why I'm in prison.
you blacked out, and you come to in a cell. It's about 15 feet. They're actually circular. Roll20 doesn't do so well with circular circles on the maps, so pretend they're circles. They're illuminated with a faint blue light. There are runes on the ceiling that are casting this glow, and the walls that are the surfaces that are facing sort of out are actually windows. There are no other features in the room, and you guys are dressed in sort of plain white robes, sort of like medieval versions of hospital gowns.
So there's just windows. There's no door or anything. It's just.
You don't see a door.
Above
Dude.
me, is it like a hole?
I can see them out the window.
Do
No,
I-
you. For you, David, where you're standing, you're basically against a wall, but on the opposite wall,
Oh.
there's a window.
Over here.
And basically the whole wall's a window, but it's really reflective. Like you can't really get a good look out of it unless you go right up to it.
Coming the wrong way of one-way glass.
Kind of. And then Kiki, yeah, if you look up, there's no hole above you, but there are runes that are lighting up. And if you examine them, you notice that there's the one that's brightest looks like a little starburst, and around it are other ones you don't really recognize, although you do see one or two that look like open eyes.
Like a candy starburst?
But no, like a little sun emblem.
Oh, okay. I'm retarded. Oh my
There's
god.
a delicious roll for flavor. There's a
I
delicious
just-
candy on the ceiling,
I
but it's
just
just
jumped-
out of reach.
I keep jumping trying to get that sweet, sweet starburst. I want the chew!
Burst of flavor. I don't even know what their stupid motto is.
Don't
The
know.
water.
Taste the rainbow. I don't know. I can't remember.
So, David, I saw that you went to the window. When you go to the window, you get really disoriented because what you see is sort of a stark gray stone canyon with a vivid night sky, black with more stars than you can count, but it's inverted. The stone canyon is above you, and your feet are facing towards where the sky is.
Okay.
You don't feel any sense of vertigo, really. Well, there's vertigo, but you don't feel like you're upside down. But for
Where-
some reason,
where
your feet are
down?
pointing at the sky. Sorry? Yeah, like a hospital
We're
gown,
wearing
sort of a
white
plain
gowns?
white robe. Yeah.
God.
And you have no memory of how you got here. You were
Can I-
just going about your business, and then you woke up here.
And I punched
What
the
kind
wall.
of window?
Fuck!
Um, it's like perfectly flawless glass, you think.
Oh.
After you guys have had a couple minutes to sort of take all of this in,
Freak out a little bit and then just calm down.
you get your breathing under control. The doors opposite, or the walls opposite the window, dematerialize to form arches that lead into a large room that I need to select reveal areas instead of hide areas.
Computer, arch.
That opens up into this wide room. On the floor of the room, in the places that are noted, are these runes, sort of circular things. And in the middle is a weapon rack and some shelves, and it looks like all of your stuff is in there in neat little packs. One thing I did neglect to mention, each of you has affixed to your left wrist a bracelet about 4 inches wide that's flush with your skin. It doesn't bother you at all. You hardly notice it's there unless you look at it, and it's perfectly black.
So it's just like painted black skin, pretty much.
Except it's clearly a bracelet. If you tap on it, it is a material.
So it's too flat to open up into this big energy cannon.
Yeah,
right?
no.
No. God damn it.
Maybe that's a level 20 thing.
Maybe if we were in the Old West and aliens were coming down and some improbable bullshit plot. Yeah, okay.
So yeah, at this weapon rack you find all the stuff that would have been in your starting package on your as a level 1 character. To the north, or what I'm going to call north on the map, there's a little alcove with just a plain wall. And that's what you see.
Is that this 6 square thing up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are the runes like painted on the floor?
Yes, they are.
I'm gonna stand on that one.
Okay.
So how? I don't want to stand on.
High and Kiki, when you step on them, you do feel sort of a flush of power over you. Roll me quick perceptions.
Oh,
All of us?
okay.
Yeah, you would have a chance of seeing it too.
Do you mind if I use physical dice in this? It feels
That's fine.
it feels better to me.
I rolled a 21.
Okay, which modifier do I add to my perception?
It's wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay.
Yeah, it's just your wisdom score, and then if you have perception proficiency, you add your proficiency bonus too.
Okay, so this is big money here. 2 plus a 2.
You don't see.
What do I
shit.
see? Damn it! Roll the whammy again.
Wait, what? There's a rune on the floor?
We're standing on floor? What?
So David, why did you roll attacks? Oh, I guess that was earlier.
No,
Okay.
that was earlier.
I attack the ruin with my awesome fist.
That was for the wall.
All right, so you have a plus 11 for your perception?
Me?
Yeah.
It's
Holy
a
shit,
12.
lady!
Like, you wrote it down. I didn't write it down right, but it says 12 for passive.
Not passive, just your wisdom modifier, and then if you have perception, your proficiency bonus.
Oh.
Passive assumes, like, if I just want to know what you just noticed without trying, it assumes you rolled a 10, is what
Okay.
passive is.
How do you figure out the passive then? What exactly do I need to add together?
It's 10 plus whatever your perception modifier would be.
Oh.
So it would be as if you rolled a 10 on the die.
Okay. Bummer. Super.
Get a pencil. Okay, so what is it? Your
Your-
wisdom plus.
Plus, if you have the perception skill marked, your proficiency bonus.
Oh, I'm really sad now. 'Cause it's only.
I'm guessing the roll didn't go so well for you.
Well, she rolled an
Well, it's
18 on the die.
4.
So.
18. What?
So that's a
Right.
22, and David rolled a 21. That's enough for both of you to notice that your bracelets, as soon as you step into the circle, your bracelets turn stark white. Kiki's has sort of a scalloped pattern on it. Do you know what that looks like?
Potatoes?
No, like little waves. Kai's has a similar pattern, but they look like little flames. And then the rune itself lights up. There's a rune that lights up in the center that matches the one that you're standing and if you step off of it, it sort of fades away.
Stand
And
on
his-
it, Bert.
Step off.
Well, I don't notice any of this, so are you communicating this to me?
Bert,
You just pretty much tell me,
stand on it.
dude, get on the
You don't-
telepad.
You don't even know each other's names yet, to be fair. You just like walked out and saw your stuff, like, hey, how's it going?
Looking at each other,
look.
getting weapons, like, are we gonna fight? Are we gonna start kicking each other's asses right now? Is this Thunderdome?
I mean, there's just another Tuesday for Kiki.
Yeah, right.
I've already
Oh,
like
God.
are clothes in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, then I just change in front of him. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Wait, what race are you?
Halfling.
Okay, you're like a child. I'm turned
I
away.
am. I
Weird.
am.
Stay in halfling.
Although I am morbidly curious, so I look through the slits in my fingers as I cover up my face.
Okay,
Just standing there doing
Alright.
this.
Yeah, pretty much.
so once all three of you are standing on the runes, Bert's has sort of swirly like cloud patterns, and then a door opens, revealing the chamber beyond. And apparently I just screwed up when I drew it, but there is a door that opens in the center of that north wall.
Okay, guide us through the darkness. We'll believe you.
And so you can see out beyond, it's a well-lit area, so I'll show quite a bit of it here.
It's a dead guy.
Dead guy.
Yeah, you do see a couple dead creatures. You're
Dude.
not close enough to.
It's a fucking
To
dead
identify
Cthulhu
him,
spawn. That thing has a squid face and a tail. I've seen this shit before, man.
I don't even know.
So squid
Flashbacks.
face. He's a kobold. It's a little dragon dude.
Dude, okay, it looks... There are like 3 little fingers coming off of his face.
Look, I didn't draw him.
I know, I understand. I'm not judging or anything. I'm rather excited about this development.
If you drew it, it would be a stick figure with eyes crossed.
Why is there an enormous crack in the floor? Well, is there
And-
anything left on this this rack, or is it just pretty much our gear?
It's just your gear.
What's in this collapsed room over here? Is that just
Go ahead and roll me a wisdom.
okay? Oh, this is super big.
I feel
7.
like we need a dice cam.
Seven.
Why?
I know,
I feel like I'm
not
cheating with
with
the
this
7.
It looks like a collapsed room.
I'm waiting for the coveted 1. Oh God. Okay, I'm convinced. That was somebody's bad day. Is there anything else we can learn from these ruins? I mean, maybe a history check or anything like to give us an idea
you
of where it might be.
You can roll an intelligence, and if you want to try an Arcana, if you have Arcana trained, you can add that proficiency.
I didn't choose to train anything. I don't know what to do. We'll figure this out.
Like any hidden buttons.
Just start pushing shit. Start putting your fingers on stuff.
Roll me a wisdom, David,
Wisdom.
and it's perception if you have it.
19.
You find no hidden switches or buttons. You do notice that the little bit of rubble just to your south looks like there's the remains of another rune underneath it, and it looks like this area was originally meant to hold 4 people, but for some reason there are only 3 of you, and the 4th one collapsed or was collapsed. It looks deliberate.
Because
Can I
somebody
try to
couldn't
Move that rock.
make it.
Yeah, I mean you can excavate it just fine, but the rune itself is obliterated by the collapse.
I think our
So Amy,
Bert, I think our halfling just went away.
What? Actually, I don't even know why I care. I don't know who you people are.
I don't know it.
But whatever. I guess I'll go. Whatevs, man.
So
So collapsed room gear check. Dead bodies. looking good.
Um,
I'm standing
did
up.
you want to roll that Arcana or that Intelligence?
Yeah, I will. Let's see what happens. Oh my God, we're incrementally getting up there. So this is a. Wait, it's the same thing. 7.
Okay, you don't. There looks like a magic rune or some shit.
So
Uh,
I don't know what this is, man.
Okay,
This
as
is
you
my
guys
wheelhouse. But I don't care.
as you guys enter this room, you see sort of a strange scene. As you can see, there are several two dead goblins and 2 dead kobolds in the middle. Off to your left are 2 goblins with crossbows behind a makeshift barricade, and they seem to have 2 opponents, 2 kobolds on the other side, and they're screaming insults back and forth at each other.
Are they
I lose
racist?
the guy in
I
front
bet
of
they're
me.
racist.
He's wearing a hospital gown similar to the one you woke up in, and he has sort of a makeshift spear.
I'm gonna-
And
diving across the room.
and do any of you speak Draconic?
Actually, I think I do.
Anyone who speaks Draconic can understand as these 2 kobolds start shrieking to leave their dead alone. Kai, as you cross the room, they train their crossbows at you and sort of start chittering at you angrily.
Don't touch the body, girl. Stop it. They'll shoot you.
And then
I know what they're saying.
the goblins are just shrieking, "Newcomers!"
Oh, we all understood that.
Yeah, they speak sort of a little bit of common.
Broken ass common.
Yeah.
Blue.
And
Which
they
one's
ask
the-
whose side you're on.
Oh, okay.
Same thing. You find he's in. They're all. You can see the ones alive too are in just sort of basic gowns, and these ones look like they have sort of crappy crossbows.
Things made out of like hospital sheets and like bed frames and stuff.
It looks like they were provided them, but they're like the absolute worst pieces of shit you can find, or, they can find, or anyone could find.
Here's the broken ship left over from the LARP festival. Have fun.
Yeah.
So did you dart across the hallway,
Yes.
dodging arrows and shit? Okay. Are they
Yeah.
firing at each other? Or are they?
It looks like you're in the middle of a standoff. Like they have limited ammunition, and they realize they can't hit each other behind the barricades, so they're just sort of not letting the others go beyond the barricade.
Mexican standoff.
Upstairs.
Well, I've got fantastic charisma, so I'm going to come up here and talk to the goblin
Okay.
and say, actually, I think I might even talk that to or speak that. Talk good goblin. Nope, I don't. Nope.
And to describe goblins, these goblins, anyways, they have heads that are almost perfectly spherical. The bottom third is made up of a mouth with sharp, pointy teeth, several of which are missing. They've got beady little red glowing eyes, and they have sort of floppy hats, and they're, even though the gowns you get the sense were fitted to them, they seem a little too large.
The
And
teeth
these
are
two-
missing because they haven't
as-
figured out yet that they can just use a bottle opener for their beer.
As you approach, they kind of growl at you to stay back.
Oh, okay. Okay. Can I don't know, roll something to see what's going on anyway? Charisma check, maybe?
Yeah, what are you saying to him?
I'm saying we're in the same boat as you are. We don't know where we are or what's going on. We'd like to know, what the hell's happening right here? There's dead bodies and standoffs. What's going on?
Kobolds took key! You get key back!
Key.
Eh?
Is it like a key? What? Like a metal key or what kind of key?
Magic glowy thing! Kobolds, sneaky lizards! They took it! And then you hear in Draconic the kobolds shrieking that no they didn't, the goblins took their key.
Okay, this is retarded. We have to... Wait. Okay, I back off. And I come up to Kiki. It's like, we have to kill all these people.
I'm
staring at the wall.
I really like you right now. I feel like we could be friends.
That's still creepy. You're like 3 feet tall. But I'm into it. I'm into it.
It was a little weird at first.
Yeah, I warmed up in the last 30 seconds. It's cool.
I'm going to shoot this this guy.
Hang on, I'm not in roll 20. Are you shooting one of the goblins or the?
She went to Cobalt.
The other guy.
Okay. All
He
right.
said we had to kill him, and I went, okay.
All right. So I'll give you a surprise round.
No questions asked.
Which means you get a free attack on him.
Is it just Kiki?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because
All right.
you guys are equally surprised at how quickly she acted. Like
Okay.
you're like, we got to kill these guys, and you're kind of expecting some discussion, but
Yeah,
she
as soon as I finish the Essen guys, she's already pulling out a crossbow.
Yeah, she pulls out her short bow and just fires off a shot, and roll me damage. You hit him.
I think this is right. I'm not sure, though. D6 plus 5. Yep.
So you shoot right through his eye, and he drops dead.
Whoa.
And a girl.
His buddy shrieks in rage and terror, and the goblins cheer you on.
We're coming for you next.
2,
And then
2.
look at my notes.
Or maybe we just take an immediate side and we find out what's going on with the goblins.
And so now I need everyone to roll me initiatives.
Okay.
Wait, I'm gonna move. Do I get to move?
Oh my god, dude.
Not now.
Okay.
On your turn in the initiative.
Thank you.
Okay, I rolled a 6 plus a 3.
Time to change dice.
It might be. I might have to go to the black guys. The red ones aren't doing it for me.
I must
That
have
wasn't
rolled a
racist.
2. I rolled a 2.
So what was your total, Bert?
0.
Total's a 9. Yeah, I'm not going. I'm gonna stand right here.
No, I missed it. I'm trying to put it in the turn order.
9.
9. Okay, so you go before Kai.
I was looking at the wall again.
I was distracted.
It's really, really fascinating how smooth it is and completely unadorned.
God, it's
And
so
cool. Cool. Like not ooh, that's cool, but just yeah.
I know. I expect a prison wall to be wet for some reason.
24, Amy? Kiki?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll add a turn for the kobold. Who...
Man, I bet that guy didn't see that shit coming. That was awesome.
He really didn't. Does he not get an initiative bonus?
God, your initiative is high, Kiki.
He
Mine-
gets +1 because it's Dex.
Mine's the same as hers. I just rolled a 2.
Oh, okay. I'm rolling so bad so far. I hope this doesn't turn out like the last
They're
2
on
times.
16. So now we'll sort this descending. So Kiki, you get to go again.
Okay, short bow. Whoops. I'm gonna turn around. I don't know how to like tell you which one I want. Like I can't click on them and go, I want this one, but the top one.
There
And I
should
cough.
only... Wait, are you attacking the goblins?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
cough to her, and when she turns around, I'm like, Alliance!
Hang on. Let me add a turn for the goblins too. Fucking sociopathic halfling.
That's
Fuck
my
you, fuck you,
ball.
fuck you, and fuck you.
That's my bond, Caleb.
True.
I don't have a choice. This
Dude,
is
read me your
who I
bond.
am. My bond. I'm gonna be the most infamous serial killer of the day.
Oh my god! You're right, there's nothing we can do, that's airtight.
You guys are gonna hate me. My personality and my flaws. You're gonna hate me so much. I'm so
We're not
sorry.
gonna hate it. I'm gonna love
Okay.
it. You're gonna get into such deep shit.
So
Uh-huh.
roll me. You're shooting that one.
Yes.
Okay, roll me an attack.
Like, immediately turn around and shoot the top one.
You hit him.
And he's down.
And
Oh
so
my God,
he's laughing his ass off at the kobold dying, and you put one right into his mouth, and it goes out through the back of his head,
Does it knock out yet another tooth?
and he dies. And his friend like whimpers and then shrieks.
Sorry.
So the way this goes down is you're like, we need to kill all, and before you can even say guys, she's pulled out a short bow, killed the kobold, turns on her heel, kills the goblin, and then charges over there.
It's like she didn't even have to turn around. She had a Patriot arrow in her.
Yeah, like over her shoulder.
Yeah. Jesus.
Let's not mess with her.
Yeah. What's the policy on team kills here?
Friendly fire.
Let's not turn this into a grab-ass Halo game, all right?
So the kobold goes, and he shrieks in alarm, and
Oh, we should have hid.
I got found out. Hid where? Under the bodies. Go.
Yeah, I should have.
and three more
Oh.
come running up
Dude.
from the back room, and so maybe I should open 2 copies of this, one for kobold, one for goblin, so I'm not always scrolling between the two, because this is great radio. Waiting while I.
It's bound to happen, right?
Okay, so their attack.
We'll get it in post.
So they've got slings.
Slings.
With,
I like that
what
even
numbers?
better. Well, it's really bed sheets with rocks in them.
Bring that trash in my house.
So does 11 hit your AC, Kiki?
I don't even know where my AC is. No.
Okay. And we'll just roll a couple of these here. Oh, that one's gonna hit.
What'd you roll that for?
That was kobold number 2. And he does a whopping 3 damage.
That's huge.
Ridiculous.
Oh, well, to me it's big.
Actually, it's pretty big for Kiki.
3? I don't think I can take all that at once.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
And the third one is also going to shoot at... She's the one who just murdered their buddy.
We're not with her. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ, that's early for a crit.
2 in a row.
That's the second one.
That's another 3.
Go fuck yourself. So what is that?
That's you're at 3 hit points.
Balls.
And the last one fires off his,
Now I'm pissed.
It can't hit.
and he misses.
Buster.
So you're feeling pretty good, and you head off over towards the goblins, and these 3 kobolds come out, and 2 of them just beam you right on the skull, with rocks.
My open mouth turns into a giant laugh.
I look at him and I do the
I look back and I do the hip thrust.
The goblin
What's going on?
is really confused by what's going on. He's sort of whimpering. And let me just do a quick evens odds here.
Can I whisper? Can I talk to him? He can't see me. Can I just talk to him? No,
What
it's
are you
not my
gonna say?
turn. Run, bitch! Run!
Actually, he is going to take a pot shot.
Who?
Uh,
Oh, we can see you guys.
At who?
Can't see me.
So, yeah, that looks pretty covered. Oh shit! Am I the closest one to him?
Oh, never mind.
let's see.
Wait, this is the goblin, right? This is the
Yeah.
one goblin. Okay. He's just. Oh shit! He's gonna hit anything.
And he picks off the kobold in the middle
Yes.
and
Attaboy.
giggles. And then he kind of looks at. Did you actually hide Key3 or Kiki?
I'm behind that wall. I didn't hide, but I'm,
So
I don't know that he
So
can
he-
see me.
he knows you're there. He's like, "Don't kill me. We're friends, yes." And it's Bert's turn.
If I could just like.
I
Wait.
like him
I-
now. I like him.
I'm almost certain this is going
I
to take a
feel
little while.
like-
I'm almost certain that I have some kind of telekinetic ability.
I feel
Anybody
like
that's willing.
I need to make
Sorry.
him friends.
Telepathic ability. Tell me.
I'm gonna be friends with him and then use him as a meat shield.
I'm almost certain. I'm almost certain that when I correct me if I'm wrong, Caleb, but that even when I start out, I have a telepathic. I can speak telepathically to people.
Let me flip to
I
the
thought it
What do you
was
play?
starting out warlock with a great old one fact. Starting at first level, yeah. Touch the minds of other creatures. Oh, I can communicate telepathically with anyone within 6 squares of me. Yep. So I get in your mind and I say, dude, don't kill him yet.
Are you talking to me?
Please don't kill him. I'm talking to you, Kiki. You psycho.
I feel like I might be friends with this little guy
And
Yeah. Okay. That's great. That's great. That's perfect. Be friends
When
with him.
for the
Kill him when
moment.
all these other guys are done, though. If
When
you
you-
want, I don't care.
when he's speaking to you, it's like there's something slithering around inside your skull. Like he doesn't just talk. It's like an unwholesome whisper.
I have a quote, but I don't think I should say it.
Why is that?
Grace in the face.
Raped in the brain. So was that just a free action?
Yeah, that's just like communicating.
Yeah. So
I think, as far as I
you
know.
still got your turn.
Yeah, I still got my turn. So I'm gonna get up these stairs. I'm gonna swashbuckle up these stairs, and then I'm gonna take out the one on the other platform
Okay.
with an Eldritch Bolt or Eldritch Blast, and that is what is that? That's my charisma.
How high up are those platforms?
10
I would
feet.
say like it looks like 2. All right. So
I'm only
oh
like-
shit yeah. So this is a 17 plus 2, so I got a 19.
That's one you have to roll on, not one they have to save.
Yeah, this is the one I actually have to roll on. It's not
Okay,
there's no safety C on this one.
you obliterate his AC.
Boosha! And then I take, I love this one, it's a D10. Oh, awesome, I got a 2
That's
plus 3.
still
Wait.
enough. He's only got 2 hit points.
I feel like we're never supposed to attack these guys. Fuck that.
So-
Who cares? We got what we needed from them. They're fighting each other. They don't know what's going on. These guys are retarded. They're worthless.
So yeah, you shoot out a bolt of crackling shadow, and it envelops him, and he falls to a pile of ash on the floor.
Suck it in hell.
And I hate that every time I delete the original one, it deletes their initiative turn.
Do,
Oh,
is,
you other
we
eyes
don't
up
have a healer, do we?
We do not. We're playing for reals. Ain't no safe scum in this game.
So that was Bert's turn. It's Kai's turn.
I'm just not
Oh,
paying
hey,
attention.
while you were inspecting that wall, a fight broke out behind you.
I'm just still inspecting the wall, so that's my turn.
You gotta stroke the fuzzy wall.
I look over my shoulder like, what the fuck?
When life slips you a Jeffrey.
Who the fuck is this guy?
I don't know, but it's not with me. He's not on my team.
This guy is not with me.
You know me, kiddo.
Kiki.
He's on your team.
Oh, my turn.
When he fucks up, he's your monk.
Can I get past this? Is this like gonna block me?
Give me a quick acrobatics. That's
You're
Dex.
telling the Okay. Okay. Let me. It's this.
I mean, for
plus-
you, it's probably anything but.
Is that right? Plus
Good.
7. Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah, so you just backflip right over the thing.
Okay. How tall are these guys?
They're goblins, so they're the same height as you.
Crouched a little.
Hey,
I rub his back. I rub his back and I tell him, "We're good."
That's totally not what I thought you were going to do.
I'm gonna
are you-
die. I need heat shield.
Are you hiding?
No, I'm gonna attack, but I'm gonna be behind. Like, I don't know. Can I hide and attack?
Yeah, I mean, you've got cover, so...
Because I just need something in front of me. If somebody's gonna shoot me, he's gonna take that for me.
Is that how that works?
I don't know.
He seems really uncomfortable that you're behind
No,
him. Like, he
I'm
keeps,
rubbing
like...
his back. I'm rubbing his back. It's fine.
You know how
Whoa.
sometimes when you pet a
Rubbing
dog
his
and they're
shoulders,
kind of
it's
anxious,
fine.
they do that thing where they look behind them and they keep looking over their shoulder even as their tail's wagging?
I'm like,
That's
hey,
what
buddy.
You put
Hey,
your hands
buddy.
over the belly and just start rubbing his front, right?
And his
Still
leg
up in
just
that.
starts kicking.
Yeah.
All right, but I'm gonna take a shot at this one.
Okay.
Let's see. No, probably not.
That'll do it.
That'll actually hit.
Oh, good. This one.
And I'm pretty sure your minimum damage kills him.
That's my minimum damage.
So you're pretty sure you kind of fuck up the shot, but it still takes him right through the throat. And
And then I like duck, behind my new friend.
who's
Put your
very
hands back around the front.
Who's
I
very
feel-
nervous.
I feel like he's a shield. Do I get temporary hit points?
No, but
Will his
you-
blood heal me?
You do have cover, so.
Alright.
It's like double cover.
All right. So
Yeah. What kind of cover? How tall is this thing?
I mean, it provides cover too. These guys aren't really using it effectively. Like it, you kind of get the sense that they built it because they feel like that's what you should do, But they aren't. They're just sort of standing up behind it. They're not like crouched behind
Not-
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be totally crouched down. I'm
I
afraid.
saw
of
Bobby
my
look
life
at
right
this
now.
once. We need to do this.
Let's see. And you hear the kobold in Draconic screech out, "Boss! Boss, help!" And
Boss.
Did you say Moss? Oh, boss. Okay, all right. I thought he was speaking Spanish.
Who's he talking to?
he was over his
Oh,
shoulder
Moss.
shouting into the next room.
Not
And,
one of us.
And I need to find in my...
Wait,
Part
there's
one.
more. There's
See
more
what
of
you done
them.
here.
Why was there not more goblins?
Because the goblin didn't call for help.
I wish to whisper, call for help.
Um, He was.
Don't.
Oh,
He was
fuck
big
William's
late.
ear.
So from behind,
Whispering
from the
things.
back room, don't mind where he's going to show up first, comes another kobold who looks a little bit bigger, meaner, and better equipped than the other ones. He also was in the very back of the room, so it's going to take him another turn to get up front.
What do they speak?
Draconic.
No, I have no fucking clue. Never mind.
I hear everything he says.
That one in the north is dead.
Oh, you guys, the top one
Did he
dead?
show up again? Like
No,
another-
that's right. Yeah. No, there's a new one that just came out.
Okay.
Oh.
Not paying attention.
Well, neither am I, because I was really confused for a second. I was like, yeah, I thought I got rid of him. So they take their entire turns coming up, so only the one can take a shot, and he's going to shoot up at Bert.
Come at me, bro.
Oh, he's gonna.
I was kidding. It's just what we say in my land.
So
It's just part of the vernacular, if you will. Does 11 hit your AC?
No, suck it, bro.
It goes right by your head.
I didn't write down. I don't have written down
Oh,
the length.
there's an arrow in the wall.
A short bow, like how,
Yeah. Oh my.
Dude, your future might be pending this battle, so why don't you go ahead in the game, you goddamn hippie?
What'd you forget to write down?
I don't have distance of a short bow. Like I don't know how far. I just assumed I knew it.
It's 10 squares for short range, and then 20 at disadvantage. So you can hit basically anything in this room.
Okay.
I think if you were to shoot at the boss, you'd have disadvantage, but... Actually, you'd have disadvantage from where you're at to hit the other one, so...
Sorry.
No
You
problem.
did this,
Really?
This is your fault.
The whole bird's
God
fault.
damn it.
I didn't make this character sheet. I don't understand fifth.
I thought it was pretty well put together.
I'm used to fourth, where it's totally just you have the little
You have a novel.
That's where it's done for you.
like card what your skills are. Like
The cards were pretty cool. Actually,
I
there
called
is a
Caleb,
website
and
that
I'm
actually
like-
makes your...
I don't have any spells. He's like, yeah. Like what?
You're wrong.
Like I don't have any like things. I don't have any little cards. He's like, yeah, you don't get cards.
There was a website that actually made the spell cards for you, but it was pretty much just putting on a card exactly what's written in the PHB. It wasn't too awesome, really.
So that was their turn. It's the goblin's turn. Roll me a quick charisma on this goblin that you're befriending.
Me?
Yeah.
Charisma. Hey, I got charisma. D20.
Ted Bundy had charisma.
15.
Okay.
Right?
Well, his wisdom's a -1, so he doesn't know what your true motives are, and you say call for help.
I
And-
don't know what my true motives are right now. We're gonna
And
find out,
he-
guys.
He yells out, "Boss! Boss! Splork! Boss, help!" And
Oh gosh, Amy.
I feel like I need to hold his hand so his boss doesn't kill me. Like we're friends now.
I would do that. I whisper that through her mind ear, whatever.
Like hand in his pocket like they do in prison.
Wait, who's holding whose pocket? If you
uh,
want to be submissive, then you got to hold his pocket. I learned a few things in Tijuana.
and so we'll say that Splork's got a little shield and stuff.
Because now he's behind me. I don't like that.
And so they'll come up and they'll take a couple pot shots.
I bet all we had to do was go stand on these ruins and this be over. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Looks like he's got a scythe there.
He's got a what?
A reaper?
Oh, it does kind of look like that, doesn't it? I think it's a sword, though.
It is. It's a sword he's sort of holding out with one arm. And so two bolts go out from the goblins, and this guy takes an arrow through the throat. The other one whizzes right by his head. And I realized that was only 2 shots, and there are 4 goblins there. But Splork is too busy trying to get a good look at not Splork, Kiki's buddy is too busy trying to turn around and get a good look at her, and the one next to him is giggling at his discomfort. And it's Bert's turn.
He's trying to get a good look at who's about to give him a handy. It's no big deal, right?
If
Sorry.
he's lucky.
All right, I'm gonna go for Big Dragon
All right.
over here, and I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast. Let's say it's 2. Oh shit. Does an 11 get me anywhere against his AC?
It actually does.
Oh! Okay.
Yeah, we really should be fighting these guys. I feel like an ass now.
I'm just a little excited.
Only a little.
And I do a ridiculous 6 damage.
That's enough to murder him.
Woohoo, boss!
And the last kobold looks absolutely terrified. Like he withers.
And I take a bonus action to point at him.
You should just do the mind thingy and just tell him to run.
And he does that thing that birds do, where it's just.
You guys made me angry.
Awesome, I can do that. It doesn't even have to be a will check or anything. I just, dude, run.
And so, it's not his turn yet, but he looks like he's not even going to require a check for that.
Wait, no, I take that back. I go, try and run. There we go. That feels better.
You know what? Just for shits and giggles, roll me a charisma. If you're trained in intimidate, add your proficiency.
I haven't trained anything, but intimidate was definitely one of the ones that I wanted to use.
Okay.
So that'll be wait. And how do I figure out what do I add if it's trained? How much do I add?
It's your proficiency bonus, which is on the.
So unless I'm trained in any of these, I don't get any kind of bonus at all.
Just the modifier for the ability. So like this would be a charisma. So if your charisma is a +1, you'd get the +1.
Okay, so then it is a 13.
Okay, that beats the shit out of his wisdom. So you know what? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, he would probably need to do a save. So we'll do that in the future. It'd be a save versus your DC of 10 plus your mod, I'm gonna say.
Okay.
But he's fucked. Did you want to move?
I'm actually pretty good right here. I have no reason to move anywhere because I don't think we're gonna fight these goblins right away.
Kai.
Give it a minute.
Go do a jump kick on him.
Oh shit! That would have worked so perfectly. Try and run, and then the fucking monk just leaps over my shoulders.
Roll me the attack.
27.
So yeah, you go from it's like you're examining the wall, and then a crossbow bolt hits next to you and just shatters your serenity. So you do like a wall jump and kick off and just fly over, and your foot goes straight through his skull, pinning him against the wall next to him.
Jesus Christ! It's like he went all TV. He's like, hell no!
Elf just flies right past your shoulder.
I want to do that awesome thing where like some dude would just like have like a bunch of guns behind him, and he would just do that thing, and then all the guns go off. But I only have one monk. like John Woo with the doves, except right, yeah. And then like in the corner somewhere, there's like a rose dripping dew.
So the goblins all cheer in unison, and Splork says, "Oh, mighty heroes! Splork's so happy. You'll get us out of here. Yes, you will.
Is that the boss?
Yeah. Nasty kobolds took the key, but now you have it. We can give you our key, and then we can all get out of here. Yeah.
Yeah, give me that key.
And he eagerly hands it over.
What's it look like so I can tell my friends to... My friends. Because they're arguing that... Wait.
It looks... It's like a...
What the fuck?
It looks like it's a gem, like a sapphire that's shaped like a teardrop. We don't know how to use it.
Do you know what the other one looks like? I butt into this conversation from like halfway across the room.
He describes a ruby that's cut into like a jagged sort of looks like fire, and then he says there's a diamond crystal that's all cloudy on the inside.
I'm confused because they were fighting.
Can I hear him?
That they stole their key, and the other guys were fighting. Hey, they stole our key. Like with nobody missing a key.
So everybody had their key. You guys lied to us.
No. You have to have all of them. We don't know how it works. We just know you have to have all of them. And they took the other two.
Are you sure? Was there a third party? I mean, what happened to the
no one
diamond?
else here except for you.
We
But we didn't see you take it.
Man, we just got here. All right, well, shit, let's go find the other two keys.
We're so hungry.
Okay.
Searching leader.
There's dead bodies everywhere. Shut down.
I'm gonna hold the hand of my new friend. Gonzo here.
Gonzo.
Sorry. and we're gonna go for a walk.
I whispered, please don't kill
You
this
like
guy.
this? We're gonna go for a walk.
And you feel the same surge of power that you felt before, because you're still holding the water teardrop. And you feel like the teardrop's resonating not just with the rune, but also with your bracelet.
So it's like we need the key and stand on all of them. Okay,
That
I'm gonna
seems to
tell
work
Bert to
exactly.
stand on, tell my friends to go stand on ruins and see if anything happens, like the other room.
You feel sort of a surge of power, like you do feel slightly more powerful, but not. You don't have sort of the glowing, awesome magic wreathing around you like Kiki has.
We
So
need
this
the
didn't
key.
turn into the last dragon where I get the glow like all around my body, and I just I'm gonna kick the shit out of Master Leroy. No, none of that.
So we need to
I don't know the reference you are making,
I'm
but
sorry, it was the worst. It was the worst kung fu film I've ever seen.
Okay.
I don't even know if that was the name of it. I'm sorry.
One of the podcasts I listened to, they were talking about this show called Kill la Kill, and I saw it was on Netflix. It is the most bizarre, one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen.
I keep seeing that on my list, but it's anime, right?
Yeah.
I keep skipping over that. I try so hard to get into it, and
It's like the school has uniforms that make them more powerful, and there's a girl who doesn't have a uniform, but she's trying to get revenge for her father, and she finds this uniform that forces her to put it on, like a kind of a rapey scene.
Anime?
Yeah, where it's like you need to wear me, and like
I feel like I've heard that this is a really good anime. And
Dodgers talked it up.
Yeah.
And but this uniform, it covers just the top of her tits, and it's like a schoolgirl skirt that doesn't even cover her hips,
This is the
with
crap
like-
I can get into.
with
They're not
suspenders.
supposed to. Need
But
room to
this is supposed to be amazing fucking armor that nothing can penetrate, but there's nothing there.
I know it's like daring you to just plunge it into the heart. Oh, but as long as the under tits are happening, I am so there.
Everybody loves under tits.
Oh god, they're the best.
So, can I have movement control of my new friend?
I think I can do that.
I want to go for a walk.
I searched the dead body over here.
So you name him Gonzo.
I did.
And we're going to show nameplate, and we're going to put control to Amy.
You find a sword made out of toilet paper and hardened poop.
Actually, once I finish fucking with the settings, there is stuff that you'll find over there, Kai.
Okay.
I'm also going to go ahead and give Splork his nameplate.
Gonzo. Let's go.
But his name is Splork. Oh wait, no,
Spork's
this is a
the
different
big
guy. Splork's the big guy. Okay, I thought you were just like
It's
being
probably
total.
not his name, but that's what I'm calling him.
So Kai, on the body of the big kobold, the little kobolds don't have anything, but the big one, you find a ruby that's carved to look like fire.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Is this-
and when you pick it up, the goblins start shrieking, "The key! The key! There should be another one, but the key!" We're so
So we
hungry.
need another one. Is this a door?
No, right now it's just a wall.
Oh.
I think we all have to get on the.
I think we have to kill Splork.
I think we have to kill everybody.
No, he gave me the blue key.
He gave you the blue key?
He gave me a key. He gave me the teardrop key, so I have his key.
Here's the fire.
No, I think
Yeah, let's
you
hand
need
it over to the psychopath.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we need to stand on the runes with the keys.
That's a really good idea.
Okay.
So yeah, Kai, when you step on it while you're holding the fire rune or the fire key, same thing. Like you feel power coursing through you like it did before.
So.
Is there anything over here?
I'm guessing we'd have to go into the north room to find maybe the other key, because everybody else is coming from the west and the east.
So when you head over there, Key 3, you find a large hall. I'm going to go ahead and reveal it on the map. You may have to zoom out a little bit to see the whole thing.
It's not my name.
Kiki, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. What universe is this?
Because I couldn't remember the other one.
Oh, that's odd. I like Kiki better. She sounds harmless, and that's what'll kill you fastest.
That's the issue.
Okay.
It's a
Oh, they had
large
this
hole.
room to themselves?
Yeah, it looks like they're holding cells similar to the ones that you woke up in, and then a large hall. And the hall is sort of littered with detritus, little makeshift tables and what once were tables and beds, but they've been ripped apart to make weapons, and it looks like there were some weapon racks. And in the very back, if you go all the way back there, looks like where several beds were sort of piled together, and along the walls are crates that look like they once held food, but all the food's been eaten.
And there's a great
and
ball
one of-
over in the corner made out of sheets and spit.
One of the cells is completely foul with filth, bodily fluids.
It's the blue closet.
It is literally the closet. The water. Well, not much water.
So Kai, you find a very similar scene when you go over to where the kobolds were hiding. It helps if I do reveal areas rather than select here.
Oh, shit.
And the main difference is that in the back room, among sort of the furs and rugs, you find another crystal. This one is like a quartz crystal, but it's all cloudy
They
in
had
the middle.
2 and didn't even know it.
Assholes.
Well, the goblins didn't know one way or the other.
Glad we killed them.
I'll pick it up.
Okay.
This is not the first game that I have sided with goblins.
And it will
Well,
last.
Bert.
part of it is I'm running it, and I love goblins, so I make them sympathetic.
Guy with
Blunk.
white hair.
Oh, hi, my name's Bert.
I giggle as he says that.
Shut up! I'll make you my Ernie.
Kai. I think you should have this.
One thing you guys notice now that you've talked a little bit and heard each other speak,
I will take your
even
diamond.
though you're all speaking the same language, your dialects are all different from each other. Like just the way you pronounce certain words and certain choices of phrase seem different from each other.
I will take your diamond, and I will place it on the altar.
You don't need to role play the different dialect.
I just laugh.
All right, so as soon as all three are standing on your runes, you're all sort of surrounded with power briefly. The door to the north vanishes, and you see a long, sloping corridor leading upwards.
After you.
And the goblins cheer.
You're free to come.
You can stab him in the back now.
Yeah. I don't do that.
Not yet.
Oh.
I don't feel so well.
So the corridor goes for quite a ways, cut straight through something. You can't judge the material. And after several hundred feet, you reach a dead end.
If we turn around, is the hallway like totally disappearing behind us?
No.
Okay, alright, thank God.
And the goblins are sort of trooping along with you, and they look a little scared, but also hungry. And sort of once all of you are gathered in, at the end it sort of opens into a slightly wider room, and once everyone's in there, a door materializes behind you, and you feel like you're moving, but nothing seems to be moving at all. And you stand there for probably 2-3 minutes, and then the door to the north, the wall disappears, and you find yourself looking over a wide valley. You're high up in among some trees, but you're in such a place that you can see a view. It's bright light out, like probably late morning. Sloping gradually away from you are forested slopes that in the center open into a circular meadow. In that meadow, there are several streams that run into a circular lake, and from that lake, 3 rivers flow out, and there's an island in the middle of the lake that's a perfect equilateral triangle. Looking at the mountains around you, if you look at real mountains, there's some variation between the peaks. All of these are perfect peaks, all equally set apart. It's as if someone designed this valley to look this way. And the goblins don't notice any of this. They just run out into the forest. We'll go find food!
This place is creepy.
Also, everyone roll me a wisdom with perception if you have it.
Right. Yeah! Wisdom. That would be a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Total.
6.
So
8.
there's something bugging at you. Something just sort of sitting at the back of your mind, but you can't quite put your finger on it. It's just got to be that this valley is just like someone built it. That's got to be the thing. That's it. That's it. There's nothing else weird going on. You're certain of that. You're not certain, but you're pretty sure. Like, what else could it be?
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Like, meta or otherwise, I've got no idea.
So
out of curiosity, the open waking up with amnesia in jail cells, have I come up with a decent twist on it? Because that's...
I do enjoy this, because usually this is... Yeah, it's not such a hot way to start a story. I'm not saying anything bad, but this is actually pretty cool. We wake up to pretty much like an architected, if that's a word, outdoors. I'm pretty sure some shit's going on. Any more than that, I can't say.
That triangle shiny?
So
No.
yes. Can we
Um,
steal?
the fields around it look like they're worked, like they're not just fields, they're actual irrigated farmland. The island itself appears to not be, I don't want to say cultivated, it's not farmed, but it looks like it's heavily gardened, and there is a building, sort of a stone edifice in the center of it.
Other than the stone edifice, do we find any kind of like a township, a civilization, like
You
a
can
gallery?
see, so from each of the points on the triangle, there appear to be a series of stepping stones that lead to 3 roads that lead straight as arrows out to gaps cut into the mountains. And where each of those roads meets the lake, there does appear to be a small village.
So this is a pretty substantial sized triangular island.
Yeah. No,
Okay,
it's
all right.
yeah. No, this is a big valley with
Okay.
a large lake in the middle.
I was imagining like that tiny little shit island in the middle of Lake Tahoe. Here, come and have dinner, and then leave. Cool. Well, I say we head down
Things first.
because I don't want to go back in that shit-filled place.
And actually, as soon as you've stepped outside, behind you there's just a rock face. Looks like natural granite, but same as everything else. You feel like it's supposed to look natural, but it's too perfect. Like
So, wait, does the doorway disappear as we walk out? Is that what you're saying? Does it
yeah,
cover up?
like you walk out and you sort of get this vista, and if you look back, there's no tunnel, there's no room, there's just granite rock face.
Well, I go back and then I put my hands on it to see if it's solid or if it's an illusion.
It feels just like if you go up to Tahoe and you touch one of those big granite boulders.
I hope it didn't leave anything behind.
God, I hate it when they do these checkpoints that they don't tell you, so you can't finish up your side quests.
Fuck, dude, I already oversaved on my autosave. All right.
What do you mean going into Midgar is a point of no return?
I still wanted to go the Gold Saucer.
Well,
All right.
I just start walking down the path with my cane,
Do you have a cane? Holy shit.
my staff. Sorry.
There isn't so much a path, but at the same
just
time the
towards the middle.
forest is remarkably free of undergrowth, and the trees are evenly spaced, but not in a line like an orchard. Sort of
Okay.
like if someone went through and said, okay, if I wanted to make it look like a naturally growing forest, I'd put a tree here, 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 but there's like none of the. You can hear bird song, but even that feels like it's by design.
I'm gonna roll perception to see if I could find any kind of like speakers in the trees. See if this is just designed to be bullshit. And that didn't do a whole lot. So to see if any of it, like, this is total fake. I rolled an 11 on perception.
You do see birds,
Okay.
but it's very much the bird song itself is very much like in I don't know, Snow White, where the birds are singing and you think that if you were to warble a certain set of notes in response, they'd have another response for you and a whole musical number would happen. If you only knew the notes.
Okay. I really don't want the final boss in this campaign to sound like this. Woo!
And so you find a paintbrush that you can only create or destroy.
Oh shit.
Fucking quit. Done.
All right, yeah, let's head down to Triangle Island.
Is that
I want
where
to see
we're
what's going on. Yeah, why not? I don't know.
So you walk for a little
Tri-land.
ways through these, this sort of manicured forest, and all of a sudden, you just come out of the tree line and you get a much better view, and you see that it's, you have the meadow, and then you have alpine forests, and then above that you have sort of meadows above the tree line, and then a snow line that is perfect. Like, it's all perfectly stratified.
Does it feel like this place might be protected? Like, if we were to damage it in some way, that some system would come alive and like defend it?
You do get the sense that this is because you know that there are things like storms and trees are going to get struck by lightning, and you're going to have forest fires, and
It's a biodome.
And so there's got to be something that's correcting for that to maintain all of this.
Okay, I kind of want to do an experiment. I kind of want to light something on fire and see if anything comes to put it out.
I
kinda
walk
wanna
towards
do
the
this.
river.
No, you stay right where you are. Damn it, Kai, you're doing this with me. All right, so
This is a bonding experience. We need to know each other.
God damn it, I'm conducting research. Okay, so I'm gonna crackle a little bit of eldritch energy and then just like put it like, so there's no undergrowth really, but have leaves fallen? Is there anything like that, or is it pretty much?
Well, now you're sort of out in a meadow, and it's sort of like, have you ever hiked up to like Winnemucca?
I have not.
Okay.
Just light the ground on
But yeah,
fire.
but it's sort of knee-high grasses with wildflowers in it, and
Yep, just light it
Okay,
on fire.
whatever I find, I'm gonna light it on fire and then step back and wait.
so you light a fire and it burns a patch, and it seems to be spreading, and you're kind of thinking, was this a really good idea? And then
No, I'm sitting there. I'm
and-
good.
Excellent.
Think up pyramids.
Good news, everyone. I burned the meadow down. But after it starts to really get going, you see that around the edges of it, there's now a patch of dirt. Like, the plant life itself is sort of pulled away from it, leaving a natural fire break. And it burns out what's in the middle, leaving this sort of ring of earth with grass around it. And almost as soon as that happens, the grass starts to sort of regrow on the edges. It looks like it's going to take a while to actually fill in, but it's happening at a rate that you can observe.
Ah, what a chip. I was hoping like a hydra would come out and just like spray it down. Damn. All right, well, we know this place is a little creepy. But let's keep going. I think that was a good experiment.
What's everyone's passive wisdoms?
Passive.
16?
Mine is 12.
Okay, so throughout this whole thing, Kiki and Bert, you still have that feeling like you're missing something, that there's something more here than what you've noticed. It takes Kai a little while, but sort of as this experiment is wrapping up, you realize that the horizon is wrong, and it's not just the mountains, it's actually the sky beyond the mountains. In one direction, you see what looks like a giant arch that goes directly above, over your head, and down to the other side of the horizon.
God, this is Halo.
And the sun just sort of floats along, like you've been out for a couple hours now, and the sun's just sort of been moving along the horizon. It hasn't been going overhead.
I'm
It hasn't been.
just staring up at the sky.
So I look at you
observing.
like, what's your problem, man? And then I look up. It's like, oh, holy shit.
I tell him,
Where the fuck are we?
Cue in credits of pilot episode of Lost.
Dun-da-da. Dun-da-da.
Because the last words of that episode were Charlie going, "Guys, where are we?" Oh,
I didn't know that. I didn't actually watch that show.
Oh, it was. It lost its way for a while in the middle, but I'm and the ending I still am not sold on, but it's a solid experience.
Journey's worth it.
I think so.
Okay. All right, I'll check it out. Well, I say I'll check it out, and then I'll get bored, and I don't know, I'll do something else.
That's kind of how I've been with Majora's Mask.
I never played that either. Crap, I feel like I'm missing out, and I don't know.
That's
Tangent. Okay, so we see pretty much like the land is like going, instead of like disappearing over the horizon, it's actually rising above and then going over our heads and then coming down the other side.
You can't get a solid view of the horizon because of this ring of mountains. But rising up over the far peaks is this arch that you see you can follow it, and it comes down behind the peaks behind you.
Does it look like there's land formations on it, or is it just like a solid material arch that's made of stone or metal or something?
You can't make out a lot of details. It does seem reflective, and the patches where it's in shadow, where the sun isn't hitting it, you can see lights in certain areas.
Fascinating. And the sun just kind of, it doesn't really go over us, it just goes around, like the horizon?
Yeah, it just goes along the horizon, yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm gonna head down to the river, guys.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's go. What's taking so long, guys? Let's go.
So the meadows smell amazing. Like, the best stuff can be grown here. You walk through patches of you walk through patches of like wildflowers that you get the sense are tended for their honey, and you can see sort of beehives, but the bees leave you alone. And eventually you do reach one of the roads that leads into one of those villages on the edge of the lake. And there are people. So it's not, calling it a village is kind of an overstatement. It's a few huts, and then the town, and there are a couple buildings along the road into the town. But you get the sense that basically it's just where whoever works these fields happens to hang out when they sleep at night. So you're sort of in the middle of the day, and there doesn't seem to be too much activity in the village proper. There are a couple people like washing clothes in the lake.
This is where they it's not a town, but they sleep here?
It's a town, but it's very small. It's more
a bedroom community, not really like a commerce port.
Yeah, it's more a collection of houses. There's no tavern. There's no. There doesn't seem to be any mayor or any organization. It's just this is where these people live.
There's no tavern. Sorry. I walk up to the first person I see, and so hi, my name's Bert. What's yours?
And she just sort of points at the stone edifice. You need to go there. And she keeps glancing at your wrist. And she go. You need to go. Like.
Okay. What's the deal? I point at my wrist. What's the deal with this then? What's and I do the Jerry Seinfeld back and forth pointing thing. What's the deal?
The sage will explain. No disrespect. The sage will explain.
Okay, all right. It was nice meeting you, random person with no name.
And she kind of like shuffles down the shore away from you, like. She was really uncomfortable with the whole exchange.
I give her one of these, like a.
she drops her laundry and sort of shrieks and runs off down
there. Bert.
What? Racist. Half elf before. All right, let's go down there. Let's Let's skip by these guys. Unless you guys want to, like, I don't know, start another fire.
Burn the village down.
I didn't start the first one.
You were there. You're totally in this with me. You're accomplices.
So
Started the fight.
I need a refill on my wine. So
Okay.
let's take 10. Be back here about 9:15. I'll go ahead and stop it so it doesn't record the break.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.